Hey my lovely people, welcome back to yet another video where I'm giving y'all some fire jobs today. Okay, we're coming through with jobs from Bath and Body Works on today, so make sure you stay tuned so you can see all of the jobs that I have for you guys. Okay, and in this video, I will be going over some entry-level positions as well. So if you don't have any experience, y'all know I got y'all and I'm coming through with the fire, okay? So let's get right into these jobs. The very first job that I have is through Bath and Body Works. And this specific position is the seasonal HR service representative position. This is a fully remote position. It is full-time and it is paying $19.80. Now, if you're more seasoned and you do have more experience, I do have another job through Bath and Body Works that might be a better fit for you. If you are entry level, this would be good, but I also do have other entry level positions. If you have some experience, I got y'all too in this video. Y'all know I'm coming to bring y'all everything you need when it comes to the jobs, okay? So getting down into some of the description of this actual position, they do have here just some information over Bath and Body Works in this specific role. Now, moving down to some of the summary of this actual position, it does have here that you will basically be in a call center setting and you will be in charge of taking incoming calls when it relates to human resources. So anyone who's trying to get in a human resource field and you're really entry level, this would be a very phenomenal first level job for your entry level position for you to kind of get your feet wet, get into that industry, see what it's like, and really be able to move up the rankings, okay? So within this role, you are responsible for providing the first level of functional support with answering benefit questions, payroll questions, and just supporting the actual associates and the employees that call in with various first level issues when it comes to human resources. Some of the responsibilities that they have here is assisting associates or employees with updating their personal data, also providing them benefit-related information and giving them access to the benefit system, which is HR Access. You'll also be helping them enter HR data transactions. You will also be getting phone calls from managers that need help importing and exporting information into their HR transaction systems. And then you'll also be escalating calls as needed when they come in regarding complaints to higher management and supervisors. All right, so this is really a really great entry-level human resource position. If you are looking for something to get into the human resources sector, this is a really great job. Now, some of the qualifications and requirements that they have here is just that you have 1 to 2 years of service center experience, like a call center. If you do have prior experience in human resources, payroll, or benefits, that is a plus, but it is not needed. What they actually are looking for is that you do have that customer service, customer relation experience that's about 1 to 2 years. And I always say here, make sure you pull from your experience. Though you might not have ever worked in a call center, you might have done something within your previous roles or even everyday life where you've had to interact with customers, okay? Or taking phone calls. Things like that is also customer service and customer relation experience, and that is something that you can put on your resume and it will apply to this job. Some of the other things that they do have here is just having really superb customer service, customer relation skills, being able to talk to people, being personable, things like that. Also, being able to utilize the computer really well, being able to use dual monitors, so 2 monitors at a time, and just your regular computer softwares like Microsoft Office. If you do know that as well, that's great. They also do have here that a requirement is having proper and efficient communication skills, written and verbally, being able to pay attention to detail and being accurate about that because you will be entering things into multiple different systems. Also, being a team player and being able to work with others in a real efficient and effective way, that is a plus. If you are bilingual and you do speak and can write Spanish and or French, that is also a plus as well. So moving down to some of the educational requirements that they do have here, they do have that a bachelor's degree is preferred, but it is not required. So I don't want you to come here and say, oh, I need a bachelor's degree. You do not need it. It is a plus if you do have it, but you don't need it. You can come in with just a little bit of experience and obtain this position. All right. Some of the competencies that they have here is just basically being curious. Now, they also do have some of the core competencies here. You can definitely read over that. And then they also just get into that they are equal opportunity employer and some more information just about them. You can actually also look at frequently asked questions on their website if that's something that interests you regarding their jobs. So moving up, now once again, this specific job is the seasonal HR service representative position. It is fully remote, a full-time position, and this is a entry-level human resource position. So definitely, if this is something that interests you, get over and apply, because y'all know these positions go very quickly. Now, the next position that I do have with Bath and Body Works, it does require a little more experience, but let's get right into it. This specific job is the lead commerce operational analyst, and it is 100% work from home remote position. Here is the job ID here. It is full-time, and with this position, you can make anywhere between $81,000 a year all the way up to $105,000 a year. They are paying really, really well, especially for this to be a work-at-home position. So getting more into the actual job description and the responsibilities for this role. So within this role, this is a managerial level position. This is a managerial role. So if you do have a prior experience with being able to man a team, having that supervisor experience or manager experience, this is a phenomenal and great role for you. And it's completely work from home. Y'all can't get better than this, okay? This specific role will oversee the day-to-day execution of content management for bathandbodyworks.com, which is their online shop. And you will also be overseeing some of the content regarding the Bath and Body Works loyalty programs, okay? Moving down to some of the responsibilities within this role. You will be working within Salesforce and Bloomreach Hippo. You will be the subject matter expert. So if you do have prior experience in content creation and management, this will be a phenomenal, really great role for you. You will lead the creational team with launching different events, holidays, and special projects surrounding Bath and Body Works and actually getting those out to all of the stores. You'll also be collaborating on a day-to-day with site merchants, product merchant, designers, marketing team, and an analytical team. You'll also be A/B testing. If you don't know what A/B testing is, it's basically testing one thing versus another thing when it comes to different type of content. And you will be testing those on different type of channels. So that might include on a website, on Instagram, on Facebook. You'll be testing different type of content on different platforms, basically. You'll also be partnering with business operations regarding workflows, marketing assets, SEO, and also launching different kind of themes across the brand. You'll also be in charge of providing regular training to the team members that include basic content management and also being able to make sure that they understand different platforms and tools. You'll also be creating and documenting training materials and process guides. And you'll also be reviewing analytics and be in charge of looking at the quality assurance of testing and marketing different kind of assets. You'll be looking at click-through rates and how people respond to the content that you have created and are marketing for Bath and Body Works. So this is phenomenal for my creatives and my people who have managerial skills. You'll also be working with customer service. You'll also be working some with the IT team regarding the site and the apps and organizing that and making sure that it is aesthetically appealing to customers. So moving down to some of the qualifications that they do have here, they do request that you do have 5 years or more of digital commerce experience. So working behind the scenes on a website for over 5 years, that is really great. They also do have here that you will need 3 years of people management, so that supervisor, team lead, manager, that kind of experience where you're actually managing people and you're a leader in a space. They do want that experience. Other qualifications are being able to solution things really effectively, multitask, and manage time in a really fast-paced environment. Having an eye for detail, being really analytical is also a plus. Being able to write and actually orally communicate really, really well is also a plus. And also being a team player, working with higher managers, senior management, and leadership in a multitude of different departments is also a plus. They also do have here that you will be leading, motivating, and challenging your teammates on a daily basis. So you will have to have that confidence and being able to stretch people and manage people effectively. Some of the other qualifications or preferred qualifications that they do have here is experience in Salesforce, having experience in A/B testing, having experience in the retail environment, having a really diverse work experience and background. So really being able to show that you have been creative, that you have that managerial experience, things of that nature. They do also have here that a preferred qualification is the bachelor's degree. Now, remember, everything under preferred is not required, okay? Everything that's required is up here. So remember that when you do look at these jobs, you do not need a degree to get this job, okay? It is preferred. It's a plus if you have it, but you do not need it. Even the Salesforce and the A/B testing, you don't need. It's a plus if you do have it, but you don't need it to get the position. All right. So moving down, once again, they just have some more information about them being an equal opportunity employer. And then this position, once again, is the lead commerce operations analyst position. It is 100% remote. And then here is the actual job ID. If you're interested in this position, make sure you do come over and you get to applying as soon as possible. I would hate for this to be a great position for you and you miss out on it, okay? Now, the next role that I have for you is through a company called Enova. This specific company is a financial AI software company. They provide services and softwares to a lot of different financial companies who provide services for consumers like loans, stock market purchasing, 401ks, things like that. They are the ones behind a lot of the software that we probably see on a day-to-day basis, okay? Now, the role that I do have with Enova is the customer service representative role. This specific role is specific to different states, and they do have the states here. Now, if you do not live in those specific states, it is fine. Y'all know I got y'all, okay? This is an entry-level position. I do have another entry-level position that I will be going over that does not have a state-specific designation for where you have to sit as long as you sit anywhere nationally. So you can literally sit anywhere in the United States and that job you can apply for, okay? And it is entry-level. Now, I will also say if you're looking for something specific, definitely hit me up in the comments so that I can understand your needs and I can try to produce job leads for you. I am here for y'all, okay? Also, make sure you're a part of the family by subscribing to the channel, turning that bell notification on, and clicking all so you can be notified every single time I drop new roles. I would hate to drop a new role that really aligns with you, your background, and your experience, and you not be able to get it because you were not locked into the family. Make sure y'all become a part of the tribe so y'all can get on these jobs and apply, okay? We are revolutionizing remote work that really lives with our lifestyle and that pays us really well, okay? So I want y'all to be able to get the positions that y'all need that really fit within your lifestyle and your needs right now. So make sure you become a part of the family, all right? So moving down to some of the responsibilities for this specific role. This role is inbound customer service role where you will be answering inbound phone calls and answering questions from customers that call in with inquiries and requests. And you will be responsible to educate them on different products and services. You'll also be processing payments, creating payment plans, and doing various other account-related tasks. You'll also need to be personable so you can communicate effectively and professionally with customers, with your coworkers, and any management that you will have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. They also do have here that you will be required to maintain accurate and up-to-date records and information regarding customers' accounts. So moving down into their actual requirements, they do have here that you will need to be able to communicate really well, written and verbally, to customers, and be able to also, while interacting with them, take notes in their note-taking system. They also do have here that you will have to be a problem solver and being analytical and being able to really solution issues as you get calls. You'll also be responsible to balance multiple priorities and tasks as you get them, to de-escalate complicated customer interactions and calls. When they call in and they're irate, you will have to de-escalate them and really be able to communicate effectively what they actually need so that the call can get solutioned and resolved in a really great manner. They do have here that you will have to work in a really fast-paced, data-driven environment, and that you can work in a virtual office setting because it is a remote position. They want to make sure that you will be able to do your job effectively working from home. Now, moving down into some of the benefits that they do have for this position, they do have here that this is a flexible work schedule, okay? You can be in office or you can work remote Monday through Friday, or you can do a hybrid schedule. It's totally up to you, right? So if you are in those states, you can do whatever you want to do when it comes to your schedule. They do have here that they offer the comprehensive benefit plan, the health, the dental, the vision insurance. You also will be eligible for a 401k with company match. You'll also get PTO time and paid holidays off. They also do have here for eligible roles, you will also get the benefit of summer hours. So working less hours, but being able to still get paid your regular salary. They do also have parental leave, paid. And they also do have diversity and equity groups within the company. So that is really, really well as well. They have pride groups, they have women groups, they have Asian groups, black groups. So it's a really diverse company that really promotes diversity and inclusion, which is great, you guys. They also do have an employee recognition and rewards program and charity matching and paid volunteer days. So this is a really great company to get involved with if you're looking for something that's entry level and doesn't require a whole lot of experience. There's no educational requirement for this specific position. That is really, really good for anyone who's looking for something entry level. All right. So once again, this is the customer service representative role with Enova. You would get right over and apply for it if this is something that really interests you, really aligns with where you're trying to go and your background. So let's get into the next roles that I do have for you. And those roles are through CVS Health. If you don't know, CVS is a major pharmacy company. They have stores nationally in the United States, all over the place. And they also do have other companies that they have acquired. One of the healthcare companies that they acquired is Aetna, if you do know who Aetna is. They're a major health insurance company. So CVS is really big, really a Fortune 500 company, and is really well known. So getting over into the positions that I do have with CVS, the very first one that I have here is the patient care coordinator position. Here is the job ID. This one is a fully remote position. It does have here that this role is guaranteed hours of 32 to 40 hours per week, which is really, really great. And the gist of this role is really just being able to process refill requests and order requests for patients that call in. Now, getting down into some more of the specifics of this role, you will be taking inbound phone calls from patients, caregivers, and patient referral sources. You'll be answering calls and actually also triaging them and sending them out to the applicable departments based on the inquiry that they're calling in for. You'll also be verifying patient demographic and insurance information to ensure that they can get the shipments that they're requiring for their refills. They do have here that the typical hours for this role is Monday through Friday with rotating Saturdays. They also are flexible with the start and end time. They do have here that the start and end time of your shift can vary by 1 hour from week to week. And the role is a guaranteed 32 hours to 40 hours per week role, which is really great. Now, what I also will say with these roles in healthcare, they do train you really, really well. Okay, so even if it's entry level and you're walking in with a little bit of experience, you will get trained really, really well. And in a lot of these roles and within just the insurance industry by itself, a lot of times you can move up really, really quickly within those departments. So I always say these are really great starting points for anyone looking for entry level or looking for something that's really going to give you a really great career in the end. Definitely look into roles like this. So moving down into the pay, this role is paying anywhere between $17 and $27 to about $28 per hour. This is a really great role to be entry level, and it's really paying really, really well for it to be entry level. Y'all better stop playing and get over and apply for these roles, okay? It also does have here that this specific position is eligible for the bonus and the commission incentive program, all right, which would be additional to the pay that they have here. So that's really good as well. Y'all know I'm coming with these jobs that just pay well. I got y'all, okay? So moving down to the requirements, they do have here that the requirement is just having 1 year of working experience in a customer service or customer relation environment, being able to data entry, so being able to put things into a computer and having experience with that. Also, if you do have experience with Microsoft Office, your Excel, your Outlook, and Word, that is what they're looking for as well. So it's really, really, really low qualifications for their requirements for this position. So moving down to their preferred qualifications, they do have here that if you do have experience with DME, which is durable medical equipment, that's great. If you do have call center experience, that's another plus. If you do have experience working in a healthcare environment or field, that's also a plus. But once again, that is not a requirement. They do have an educational requirement, which is the high school diploma or GED. Moving down, it just goes into more information about CVS and the business. And then this right here is where you would apply. Now, once again, this specific role is the patient care coordinator. It is fully remote, and here is the job ID. Now, moving on to our next role with CVS Health, this one is the work-life customer support associate position. This position does require more experience. So if you are more experienced within customer service, answering phone calls, dealing with people, that is great. If you do have background in the healthcare field or health insurance, that is also a plus, and this might be a better fit role for you. If you're more entry level, definitely check out my previous 2 entry level roles, okay? So moving down into this specific role, the schedule for this role is Tuesday through Saturdays, 3 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. So anyone looking for a second shift role, basically starting your shift off later in the day, this would be a phenomenal role for you. Moving now into some of the responsibilities for this role, you will be answering phone calls, listening and interacting with callers, and triaging the calls to where they need to go. You'll also be researching information related to the EAP and work-life services and resources for those callers and providing that information. You'll also be the first point of contact, so they want to make sure that you can recognize crisis situations when somebody's calling in with a crisis and be able to get them the proper assistance that they need or get them to the appropriate department or person that they need to go to. You'll also be receiving calls from transfers from counselors regarding different things that the member may need. So the member might need a referral out somewhere or a special program, then you'll solution that with the member and find them what they need and get them off the phone pretty much. You'll also need to be a team player because you will be assisting team members with daily tasks as well. They do have here that you will need to communicate effectively with your internal team in addition to higher management. You'll also be utilizing the Aetna database to research and identify and validate information. You'll also be making outbound phone calls, to identify and assist in securing resources for members. And they also just have here that you will need to comply with policies and regulatory standards. You'll also have to comply with being confidential about members' information and services, and maintain accurate and complete internal documentation of your calls and the requested information. They do also have here that you must have call center experience, all right? So this is for my seasoned people that are in customer service that do have call center experience. They do have here also that they do have a holiday requirement and that they do treat holidays as normal working business days. Because this is more of a mental health customer service rep, that is a 24-hour thing, So keep that in mind when applying for this specific position. Now, they do also have here that if you do have approved time off, it would not apply to you for those specific holidays. However, if a holiday does fall on your regular shift day, you will be responsible for still showing up and doing the actual job. Moving down to the pay. Now, the pay range for this specific position is anywhere between $18.50 all the way to $34.60. So it is paying really, really well for a more seasoned call center representative who has a little bit more experience within answering phones in a call center environment. And once again, it is fully remote. So it's phenomenal to be able to work from the comfort of your own home and get paid a really great wage. Now, moving down into some more of the information just about the compensation and the benefits. They do offer the comprehensive benefit health plan package, which is the normal medical, dental, the vision. They also do offer a 401k retirement plan. They also do offer employee stock purchasing plan. Y'all know I love when a company gives you a piece of the pie with the employee stock purchasing plan, That is so phenomenal. They also do offer you full paid term life insurance, which is great. They also offer short-term and long-term disability, well-being programs, educational assistance. You get the CVS store discount and other discount programs. You also are offered paid time off, vacation pay, holidays throughout the calendar year, and sick time. So they really do have really great benefits as well for these positions. So once again, this specific position is the work-life customer support associate position. This is with CVS. This is going to be on the Aetna team though. And here is the job ID, and you would apply here. The very last position that I have with CVS Health is the inbound, outbound queue associate position. This is within the customer service department. It is fully remote, and here is the job ID here. Now, moving down to some of the information regarding this role, the shifts that they offer for this specific role is a Monday through Friday work week, and the shift times will be anywhere between 10 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. So anyone looking for overnight work and or, during the day work, this is really a great role for you. So the gist of this role is basically coordinating medical services for patients when they call in. The things that you will be coordinating is intake. You'll be intaking information to get them set up with different medical services, and you'll be screening them and referring them for different medical services. Now, the pay range for this specific position is $17 to about $28. And this role is also eligible for the bonus and commission. Now, moving down into the benefits and the compensation for this role, they do offer the comprehensive medical, dental, and vision benefits for this role as well. The 401k, the employee stock purchasing program, yes, get a piece of the pie, okay. You also do get the life insurance, the short-term, long-term disability, the well-being programs, your educational assistance, and the CVS discount programs as well, okay? Now, moving down to the qualifications for this role, they are looking for 1 to 3 years of customer service background. They're also looking for 1 to 3 years of call center experience. Some of the preferred qualifications is that you're familiar with medical terminology and medical concepts, okay? They also prefer that you do have 2 to 4 years of experience in a medical assistant role, office assistant, or clinical experience. They do have here also that you're an effective communicator, telephone-wise, and you do have really great organizational skills. They also have here that it will be a plus if you have customer service skills with coordinating deliveries and really speaking to customers, handling sensitive issues, and being able to really solution calls really well. In addition to that, if you do have knowledge of regular computer softwares like Microsoft Office, your Excel, your Word, your things of that nature, that is also a plus. Now, the educational requirement for this specific role is a high school diploma or GED. So the requirement is literally just a high school diploma and for you to have 1 to 3 years of a customer service background or 1 to 3 years of a call center experience, one or the other. Everything else is preferred. You do not need it for this specific position, okay? Now, this position, once again, is the inbound, outbound queue associate position. It is fully remote. It is within their customer service department, and you would come and you would apply here. This is great for anyone who also is in need of something that's overnight, okay? Now, if none of these roles align with you or your background, definitely hit me up in the comments and let me know what you're looking for your career journey. Also, if you're not a part of the family, make sure you become a part of the family by subscribing to the tribe and subscribing to the channel and clicking that bell notification to all so you can be made aware every single time I drop a video and you don't miss out on these phenomenal roles and a great position that really would align with your background, your lifestyle, and where you want to go in your career. Make sure you're locked in by subscribing to the channel and being a part of the tribe, y'all. We love y'all over here, okay? So until next time, make sure you continue to thrive and reach those goals. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.